Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. I have another Ultraman G'd review for you today. This is the DX Ultra Zero I Neo. And I don't know why, but that's always a tongue twister for me. I can never say it correctly. Ultra Zero I Neo. So there you go. It's a bit of a mouthful. But as you can see here, you get the Zero I Neo itself right here. And then you get the two capsules that I mentioned in my review yesterday. The new generation Alpha and the new generation Beta. So those two capsules are included with this. And basically Zero uses this with the Dreiser to become Zero Beyond, which is pictured here on the side. Very cool suit. I really like that suit a lot. Picture here on the top. Kind of boring picture there on the bottom. Here is another cool picture of Zero Beyond right there. There he is again. Now this does not have instructions inside. I kind of had to do a double take when I opened it, but all the instructions are really just on the back of the box. I guess they felt like it wasn't intricate enough to warrant a full instruction sheet, so they just kind of put everything here on the back. So it tells you on and off switch, how to replace the batteries if you need to, how it clips onto the front of the Dreiser, and then the two phrases that it says on its own, and then some phrases you can get out of the Dreiser when it's connected, and we'll take a look at how all that works. So that's pretty much it for the packaging, but pretty cool. Very tiny, compact packaging. But it gets the job done. So let's go ahead, get into the toy itself. So this is everything you get in the box. Doesn't look like much when you first take a look. But of course you have the two new capsules. So here is New Generation Alpha with Ginga and Orb origin there. And I think it's kind of cool with the effect here. You can see that the ball of energy is half of each, so blue for Ginga and then kind of a white light for Orb. Pretty cool. There's the pin system on the bottom, nothing really going on in the back. And then here is New Generation Beta with Victory and X. And again, they have two different colors. It's yellow and green. They kind of blend into each other, so it's kind of hard to see. But again, nothing on the back, pin system. So, pretty cool capsules though. I like them a lot. As for the Zero I Neo itself, here it is. It is one solid piece. Very similar in design to the original Zero I, from what I understand. I think the old one used to be able to like have a hinge in the middle and fold in half, but when you get it, you just pull the little pin out of here. The two little watch batteries are already included, and you turn it on right here with an off and on switch. So it just kind of makes that weird sound. I think the speaker is here in the front in the little jewel, so I'll turn it off and on again. So kind of a weird generic sound there. You can see the button is here on the top, so you go ahead and press that. So just kind of the transformation sound there. Nothing too specific, but if you hit the button again, so he says, I am Zero, Ultraman Zero. And that's pretty much it for what this does on its own. If you press the button again, it just keeps cycling through those same two phrases. So that's pretty much it there. Let's go ahead and bring in the Dreiser. So before we connect the Dreiser and the Zero I Neo, I wanted to just take a look at the capsules by themselves in the Dreiser. So we'll start with Alpha. So I really like the jingle there. I think that's cool, especially the Ultraman Orb sound. If we do it again. So pretty long attack sounds there. Every time you think it's done, it keeps going. And then we'll go ahead and do beta. So you get some cool X sound effects there, which I really like for his transformation. So there you go. That is those two on their own. Now we'll go ahead and load them both in here. So alpha, beta, So there you go. You get pretty much the two sounds that you get separately, but then you get the new generation shield at the end. So a little bonus there. So there you go. That's it for all the crazy sound effects there. I guess that's pretty much it for these two on their own with the G Dreiser. So I will go ahead and bring in the Zero Eye Neo. Alright, so I want to make sure that this is on, which it is. And I want to make sure this is on, which it is. And you can see right here there's a little clip, and then there's two large spots. And that's going to be for this clip and these two large pegs. And then you can see down in here there's a little peg recessed in there. And that's going to press a little tab here down, which is what's going to make the sound effects different. So let's go ahead and snap this on. So you can hear that kind of the pulsating, waiting noise is already different. So I just wanted to kind of show you that even with the zero eye attached, the sound effects for these two separately are the same as if you didn't have it attached. But when we do both of them, it will be different. So let's move on and do that. So there you go, he's transformed into Zero Beyond. If we do it again, we'll get his special attack. So there you go, you get the special attack. That's really it to do as far as the transformation noises go. As I previously showed, of course, you can use these separately with this, whether the eye is attached or not, and you'll get the same sounds. But when you have the eye attached, you'll get the transformation for Zero Beyond. If you don't have the eye attached, you kind of just get all that fanfare for the various kind of jingles. For like, you get the orb jingle, you get the X jingle, and some of the other jingles as well. But yeah, with the eye, it's meant to transform Zero into Beyond. So the last thing to show you, if you look at the back of the box, over here, it has a bunch of different phrases that you're supposed to be able to get out of this. Basically, when the Dreiser has the eye attached and reads certain capsules, you're going to get these phrases. But there's not really like a clear legend, unless it's up here and I just can't read it. But I thought like it would say like this capsule, this phrase, this capsule, this phrase, but it doesn't really. It just kind of has these phrases. So I've seen other videos and stuff online, so I kind of have these pulled out because I know they are, you know, responsible for some of the phrases. There are a few that are responsible for phrases that I don't have yet because they're part of the candy toy wave, and I don't have those in my possession yet. They're on the way. They kind of got stuck in Sal limbo. But hopefully they should be here sometime next week. So when I do get those and I review those, I'll bring the eye back and we'll get those sounds at that time. I know there's Burnmite, there's Galactron, and I think there's a form of Zero as well. And that might be it. Orb, Burnmite, Galactron, and another form of Zero that I believe are all in those capsules. I'm sorry, the candy toy capsules. Which I just don't have yet. So I will do them when they come back, but for now, let's try out the ones we do have. Next up, we have Ultraman. So there you go. Those are the phrases you can get with the eye attached and those specific capsules. I don't know. I've been staring at this thing for a while now with the eye attached. Anybody else? Does this kind of just look like a big smile now? It kind of just looks like a fathead anime character or something with the eyes and a big giant smile. I don't know. Is it just me? Let me know what you guys think. I like this thing a lot. I think it's a ton of fun. It's really cool to kind of get like a secondary henshin device for a second Ultraman in this series. I know it's kind of an homage to a henshin device you might already have, but if you're like me and you didn't really get into Ultraman until like X or Orb, you might not have any Zero stuff. So I think it's awesome. I like the look of the thing. Sure, it doesn't do a ton on its own, but it looks great. It has two phrases, like the henshin sound and then, you know, him declaring himself as Zero on its own. Then once you attach it to the Dreiser, you get, you know, all the transformation sounds for Zero Beyond using these two. You can use these two capsules to get their own sounds without the eye attached. And then also with the eye attached, you can bring back older capsules that you have and get some new phrases out of it. There's just a lot of playability here, and I think that's a lot of fun, and I like it a lot. If I remember correctly, this thing was relatively inexpensive. I think it was somewhere in the area of $20 before shipping. I'll go back and look. If it's drastically different, I'll put a little comment or something down the bottom. But I think that's what it was, about $20 before shipping. So I think it's a pretty good deal for what you get. There's a lot of playability here. It looks like a great display piece. I love the look of it attached to the Dreiser. After staring at it for a while, it kind of looks like a face to me. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys. Please like and share this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you've enjoyed this look at the DX Ultra Zero Eye Neo from Ultraman Geed. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching.